Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Let's Get Cereal, the weekly show where I, your host, Alyssa Marino, eat cereal, talk about stuff, and sometimes talk to people. I have a very special guest today, the Spice Ranger herself. Recently made her grand return to pro wrestling scene. The plucky, the spunky Kayla Sparks. How are you, my friend?
Oh my God, I love it. Oh my God, that intro was awesome. How are you, Alyssa?
I'm doing so well. Thank you so much for being on Let's Get Cereal.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm excited.
As it's in the name of the show, and I could see a little corner of the box peeking out. We're obviously going to enjoy our cereal.
Yes, I can't
wait. Some honeycombs today, so let's dig in, and we're gonna get into it.
Okay. All right, awesome, yay! I'm gonna pour it now because I was saying I hate soggy cereal, so here I go.
I love this because I'm like, wow, we are on the same page
for sure.
Okay. So now, as we were setting up the episode, you actually recommended Honeycomb right away. Is this like an all-time favorite, or is this something where you just first came to mind?
It's my all-time favorite, yeah.
So you certainly picked a good one. My friend, Kayla Sparks, and my friends at home, let's get cereal. Cheers. The whole point of the show, I like to say, it's a safe space, so we can talk about our mouthfuls. It doesn't matter. It's all good. So, when was the last time you had honeycomb? Is this something you have regularly, or has it been a while?
It's been a while.
Good. Okay. Well,
it's a childhood classic for me.
And I'm so glad you said that, because I feel like eating cereal goes so hand in hand with being a kid and enjoying like Saturday morning cartoons. So, what was Kayla Sparks like when she was little?
Aw, I'm kind of like the same. I guess I'm just like a grown-up kid. You know, I don't know. I just always like as you can tell, like I'm always smiley and like I was always happy and like, I don't know. I was just like a happy kid, you know?
Now, was wrestling something you were always a fan of?
Yes, I grew up watching wrestling like ever since I was 3 years old. So I've been around. I just loved it. Like there's a video of me out there like on my 3rd birthday. My parents got me like an Ultimate Warrior Hulk Hogan. Like, remember those food trays? Back in the day. And and there's like a video of me opening it and I'm like, oh, Kogan and like Warrior.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, I just always loved wrestling and stuff. But when I was 13 years old, that's when I started wrestling. There was a training school in the area, which is crazy.
I want to hear more about this whole journey, but I want to go back to a little bit of the nostalgia aspect, because I really enjoy your love of 90s nostalgia. So,
thank you. Yeah.
Everything from like we were talking about Spice Girls being fans, and you know, your Veruca Salt entrance themes.
Yes.
I obviously know that they were a marketing sensation. So can you think of, or do you even still have any particular treasured piece of Spice Girls memorabilia?
Oh my God, girl, yes. I have like all the dolls still. Like that's why I was really looking forward to that WWR show that got canceled though because of the hurricane. I was so upset. I was gonna like bring all the nostalgic like Spice Girl stuff back and the dolls and like oh my God, I miss it.
I do too. And like the lollipops with all the stickers.
Yep. The lollipops. Yep. I know. I miss it.
They actually tasted good too.
I got the sporty Spice shirt on.
Always prepared. I didn't even notice that until you pointed it out. Love it. Girl power.
Love it. Yes.
From from the nostalgia aspect and from a young wrestling fan to, as you said, starting as a young wrestler, you started training at the age of 13. Can you share kind of what that process was like and how that journey kind of got started for you?
Yeah, like, so it was crazy. It was because it's not common where like you go to a wrestling school and they allow like 13-year-olds just to like start training, but it was cool because they actually had like a all student, like a young age group to like, it was kind of like to get off the streets, but I wasn't like a bad kid or anything. It was just like kind of like that kind of thing. But I saw it on the news one day. They were promoting that 13% wrestling was the name of the school, and I saw it right away, and I was like, oh my God, I need to like, and I like begged my mom to to see if I could join. Of course, she was like totally against it. Like my parents were really against me. Like they knew I loved wrestling, but they didn't want me to like get hurt. You know, I was 13, so like But I was the only girl in the school, which I at the time I was a little bit like scared, but at the same time I wasn't because I knew like it was like a family oriented, place, and all the guys like really looked out for each other, and it was really nice, and like I kind of like channeled like my little like China vibes because she was like my hero growing up, and she kind of held her own, with the guys, and so it was cool. Like my trainer Chip Stetson was the trainer there, and it's actually like it's crazy now. I feel like life is coming full circle because he's still around like wrestling, and he's actually helping me get back into it like since I've been out. So man, I know. It's nice. Yeah.
You stepped away, I believe you were around 19. What were you like, if you don't mind sharing, what were you kind of doing during that time?
When I was wrestling or after?
Like after you stepped away.
Yeah. Oh, so I suffered a pretty bad concussion when I was 19, and unfortunately that's why I had to stop wrestling. Which sucked because like I was telling you, like wrestling has always been like my dream, and like I didn't want to stop, but we can't really do anything. Like, when you're dizzy and your head's spinning all the time, like it was on and off for like a couple of years. I don't know if I hope you never got a concussion before. I don't know if like, yeah, it sucks. Like the symptoms, like I had vertigo really bad on and off for like 10 years or so after that.
Wow.
But, yeah. So that's like, cause every time I had an itch to get back, I would try and do something and I'd get all dizzy and stuff, but luckily now, knock on wood, nothing, it's been like 14 years since, so I mean, a lot of time has passed, but it was a time for me to like really like focus on myself, and like I have a career outside of wrestling. Like I do a lot of like computer work, so that was pretty much, but I always watch. I've been a fan of wrestling like ever since I was a kid, so I've been following it like when I was out, but I did miss it a lot.
Well, and I'm so glad that our paths actually finally crossed for the first time.
I know.
at WWR Plus when you had your first match back.
Yeah,
so,
that was awesome.
It was so awesome, and I gotta imagine. Was there like any kind of nerves, or did it just kind of feel right?
Oh yeah, there was a lot of nerves. Like I'm just a nervous person by nature, like just because it was like, it was my first match back. There's all this pressure, like, it was a lot of fun though. Like when I saw you, like you totally made my day. You were like telling me how you like love my energy, and like you were so positive, and like that really made me happy. Like, like everyone was there to like support each other, and like women's wrestling has come a long way. Like when I was in it, it wasn't a popular thing like back then in the early 2000s. Like we really had to like really try hard to get like women's wrestling, like people to take it seriously. But now it's really nice to see like a lot has changed, and like WWR Plus is a great promotion. Like I love it.
And being kind of able to have your first match back in 14 years.
Yeah.
What did it mean to you to be able to have that match with Rebecca Scott at Pain for Pleasure and at the platform of WWR Plus?
Oh my God, it was amazing. It was like a surreal moment. Like I'm still like pinching myself because it was just like a perfect moment. It was like everything I could have asked for. Like the match was awesome. Like the fans were awesome there, and like you were awesome. Like you guys called the match. It was like awesome. Like watching it back. Like I watched it like 100 times, but because I'm corny like that. But yeah, it was awesome. And my biggest fan, like my cousin April, she was there. She surprised me, and I don't know if you saw like in the audience when she had the sign. It's like it was like such a feel-good moment because I didn't know she was gonna be there, so it was a surprise. So I'm like, oh my God. And then on my way there though, I don't know if you knew this, I mentioned it like to a couple of people, but I ended up, someone hit me on my way there. I got into a car accident, so I'm like, oh my God. It was like everything was like trying to stop me from like getting there at that moment, and like it's crazy because like I laugh about it now, like it wasn't funny then, but like when it happened, I was just sitting on the side of the road, and I'm just like, please tell me my car's okay so I can get to the show because I can't miss this match. And like it was so funny because I was telling the trooper that when he was filling out the police report, and he's like, so where are you heading to? And I was like, actually, I have this big comeback match, like in 14 years, I'm like, I can't miss it. Is my car safe to drive? He's like, yeah, sure. He's like, yeah, do what you got to do. He's like, and then he like was writing down on like the police report. He's like, what's your wrestling name? He's like, oh my gosh. He's like, he was like writing it down. I thought he was he's like, I'll try and make it to the show. But he's like, that's awesome. And then off I went on my merry little way to the, I was like, nothing's going to stop me.
That is some serious determination, though, if ever I heard about it. But
yeah.
And it's interesting, too. I wonder if, in a way, you were so, like, maybe your attention was kind of pulled from the match by being involved in kind of like an unfortunate situation.
Right, yeah.
But I wonder if that kind of like maybe even eased some pre-match nerves, because when you
it kind of did. It was like, if I could survive that, I guess I could survive this, like this match, like it's smooth sailing from here. Yeah.
True. And it was funny because when you came in that day, you were still like super bubbly and super positive. Yeah. We're like, you're all right?
Are you okay? Yeah. Yeah. I guess, yeah. I'm just like a happy person by nature, so it takes a lot from like something like, I know. But I was so happy like to be there, and like it was such like a positive moment,
And outside of actually being in the ring, you are also an executive producer for Against the Ropes, which is an upcoming TV series based on your life. So
yeah, isn't that crazy?
That's so crazy. How did that all come about? Did you kind of have the idea and pitch it, or were you approached about sharing your story?
So my friend Shane Alden, he's actually, it's crazy how like life comes full circle, but we used to wrestle each other back in the day when we were teenagers for a promotion called World of Hurt Wrestling. That's how I knew him. And then recently, like back in January, I did another podcast for Shining Wizards, like just to talk about like my wrestling background. Like then I wasn't thinking about getting back into it yet, but my friend Shane heard it and he's like, hey, I heard your story, on the podcast. He's like, I've been wanting to do a TV series about wrestling, but I haven't found the right story yet. And he's like, I really like your story and it's inspiring. He's like, would you be interested in doing a TV series? And I'm like, this is crazy. I'm like, of course, yeah, that would be awesome. Like, so he owns a filming company called New Light Media Films. So he brought me onto the project. Like I was very hands-on with it, and it's been awesome. Like I can't believe that it's actually like it's coming along. Like it's in post-production right now, and then the premiere is coming up on September 30th. So it's crazy. Yeah.
That's so crazy. And it has to be a little trippy because you're not starring in it, but you are in an executive producer role. So you're watching someone else and actor portraying you.
Right.
Is there ever kind of a moment where you're like, I wouldn't do that. That's not me.
Yeah, like that's exactly how I felt. Like it was really weird. I was like, and she was wearing my like actual gear that I wear now. It's like, oh, it's crazy. It's like, I kept it in like such good condition. I can't believe it's been like 15 years old, like the gear, but she wore it, and I was like, this is just crazy. Like watching her like in the ring, and she was like playing me and stuff. It was just crazy. But a lot of it, some of it's like it's based off like, because like sometimes like TV shows or movies, like it's not 100% like accurate and stuff, but so like some things I had to like, that were like made up for like the TV show, but most of it is staying true to like my story and all that. So that's important, like that other people can do that. And it actually was, a lot of it was hard to watch because it's called Against the Ropes, but I don't want to give it away, but there's just some scenes that were like really hard to watch, like personal life stuff like that you guys will see in the TV show. But it was really awesome. Everyone did such a great job, like all the actors, and it was just a really surreal moment to like actually be the executive producer on it and like actually see it come to life, like it's just crazy.
It's like, who knows your life better than you? So it is
right,
even through the ups and downs, still important to like get across that story. So I think that's huge. So obviously, you say the premiere is going to be happening on September 30th. Kind of where and when can the general public be watching? Do we know yet?
Yeah. So it's open to the public. So oh my God, it would be awesome if you could cover like anybody, like everyone's invited. Like it's in Glens Falls, New York, and it's at the Park Theater. And it's actually a film festival, so there's going to be other films that they're going to show there. And it's going to be awesome. It's going to be a red carpet, and like I've never done anything like that. So it's crazy. It's like literally like a pinch me moment. It's going to be a red carpet, like all the actors and like Chris Scott, he was the director at it. He's going to be there. Shane Alden's going to be there, the producer, and my friend. It's awesome. Like, I can't wait. I can't wait. It's gonna be exciting. Yeah.
And that is so cool. And
Yeah.
what an awesome kind of like rewarding experience to be able to be part of. So obviously with so many exciting things on the horizon, what's kind of next for Kayla Sparks?
Oh my gosh, I guess anything, right? The world is yours. Like, I just feel like I'm just so happy. Like, I'm just taking it day by day. Like, anything that, I'm welcome to, like, anything, any project or any new thing that comes up. But I really, like, right now, like, I just feel like life can't get any better. Like, I'm back in wrestling, my passion, like my dream. And like, I'm hoping that I can make it, big one day. That would be like my dream come true, to like make it to, everyone's dream is like WWE, and like, that's just like one of my dreams. And then like the TV show's coming out, so it's just, all these things are awesome. Like, I'm just living day by day. Like, whatever comes up, if there's another project, I'm more than happy to, like, whatever comes up.
You heard it, my friends. Kayla wants all of the bookings, all of the projects. And where do you have any upcoming bookings or places where people can see you next outside of the premiere?
Yeah. So this Sunday actually is a WWR, the Borscht at the Beach. Yeah. I'm gonna be there. Yep.
Awesome.
I'm supposed to be wrestling Kennedy Copeland. So,
that's so exciting.
Yes, exciting. Heck yeah. I'm excited. I can't wait. That's gonna be so much fun. I've never, like, how crazy that there's a ring on the beach. Like, it can't get any better than that, right?
I've seen some of their footage from past, like, Beyond Beach events, and you guys are gonna have so much fun.
I know.
So much fun.
I can't wait. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And then I think Mission Pro Wrestling is gonna be another one in November. Yeah, that I'm gonna.
Fantastic.
Yes, that's another one. I love it there. Those guys are awesome.
They're so great. And I know you had a match against the Woad, right? Not too long ago. Mission Pro.
I survived.
That is, you don't win or lose a match against the Woad. You survive. So
exactly. Yes.
Honestly, I want to thank you so much for taking the time. It's so good to see you again, even virtually, and to be able to enjoy our honeycomb cereal.
I love it. Yes, it kind of got a little soggy, but I'll still eat it.
It did. Same here. We won't let it go to waste. But my breakfast buddies at home, be sure that you check out Kayla Sparks on social media. Keep your eyes out for where you're going to see her next. And any parting words for our breakfast buddies at home before I let you go?
Oh my God, yeah. Just I love it. You guys are awesome. Keep doing what you're doing. Like, I love it. The Let's Get Cereal. I love the vibes, the positive energy. I love it, Alyssa. And thanks so much for having me. I'm so excited, like, to be on your show. I've been, like, watching it, and it's awesome.
Well, thank you for watching, and thank you for being part of it. And honestly, wish you all the best of luck in all the next things that are coming your way. Until next time, my friends, continue to do your best to be your best, and we will see you later.
See you later.